Hello class, my name is Matthew Medvey and this is my 9.3 presentation assignment, Regional Transportation and Planning Organization or RTPO. The airport selected for my airport research project is Salt Lake City International Airport, or otherwise known as SLC, obviously located in Salt Lake City, Utah. Alright, we begin now. Alright, so SLC's role to the community. SLC serves an important role to the Salt Lake City community. It's located about 6 miles west of downtown Salt Lake City. It primarily serves as a major commercial primary service airport hub for the western United States. Salt Lake City International Airport 2020 highlights the important role of SLC compared to other airports by detailing that they're the 23rd busiest airport in North America and the 85th busiest in the world, so it's really important for the area. Right. SLC is one of the western United States major hubs, with Delta Airlines making up the majority of total traffic through SLC. It's close to 70%. 370 scheduled commercial departures from SLC occur each day to close to 100 cities with nonstop flights. So 4 runways make up SLC, with 3 air carrier runways and 1 general aviation runway. The airport complex is made up of 2 terminals, 5 concourses, and 71 gates, so quite a bit. So SLC serves an important economic and social role to the community through connecting the community with the rest of the world, supporting thousands of jobs and attracting tourists to the area as well, or acting as an interface. All right, so one of the most recent developments for SLC was the terminal expansion project. This was spurred by SLC's analysis, which determined that SLC facilities and capacity needed to align with projected future demand. All right, so for expansion project and strategic planning was essential for overall project success. Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide details that airport strategic planning includes facilities planning, financial, economic, environmental, and organizational planning. All of these planning types were utilized for SLC's expansion project, which we'll be dissecting in further slides. All right, for levels of planning, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide details that the different levels of airport planning include national level planning, where the FAA is ultimately in charge of guidance and funding; regional level planning, which is responsible for specific geographical areas; state level planning, which provides services for states; and then finally local level planning, which is at the lowest level. So it's a really collaborative process across different planning levels, to be efficient and effective. For airport plan objectives, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide summarizes that airport master plan objectives schedule development priorities, which enhances project efficiency, presents relative concepts and alternatives, gathers support documentation, is user-friendly, and then shows graphical representation, which is important. So airport layout, one of the concepts that stood out to me particularly in an airport master plan was the importance of an airport layout. SLC's terminal expansion project was initiated to essentially increase capacity and travel efficiency while benefiting the community. In order to do this effectively, SLC's airport layout had to be extensively analyzed with special attention to the terminal area plans as well as land use plans. So that expansion project at SLC, the capital improvement construction, was planned in 2 phases. SLC Airport details that phase 1 started in September 2020 and it was completed at the end of October 2020. So, pretty short period of performance, but they completed it successfully. So in total, the expansion project is estimated to cost $4.1 billion and be complete by 2024. So for phase 1, the expansion project included updating 49 elevators, 29 escalators, and 18 moving walkways. An additional 7 miles of conveyor belts were installed for more efficient baggage handling. 1,800 cameras were installed to enhance security and better analyze foot traffic. So passengers are never farther than 150 feet from a restroom, which is great. And in the first phase, Concourse B added 21 more gates to improve overall capacity. For phase 2, it'll expand retail store square footage by over 100% and food and beverage services by 25% or so. Phase 2 will add 2 to 8 more gates in Concourse B, 3,600 more parking stalls in the current parking garage, which is about twice as many that currently exist. Security checkpoints and automated screening lanes will be 25% larger. Will be enhanced with 8 advanced imaging technology body scanners and 9 walk-through metal and explosive detection machines. So it really enhances, overall efficiency. All right. Once phase 2 is complete, 34 million annual passengers can be served, which is a capacity increase of about 20%. SLC is currently ranked as one of the most efficient airports in the United States in terms of on-time arrivals and departures. So with the expansion project currently underway, this trend is likely to continue in the future and align with projected increases in air travel growth. All right, for financial planning considerations. SLC Airport details that the terminal expansion project is primarily funded by federal grants, user fees, airport revenue bonds, and airport reserves. No local tax dollars will be used for the terminal expansion project, which is great for the local community and kind of goes back to the types of planning, regional, local, state, and all that. They're all connected together, and when they're effective, you can see a project such as this being successful. All right, environmental planning considerations. The SLC terminal expansion project, Richards 2020 details that SLC's sustainability goals for the project include procuring at least 20% of building material locally, specifying materials with recycled content, ensuring that 95% of the wood is FSC certified, and diverting more than 95% or so of construction waste from landfills. So really sustainability conscious. Additionally, the new layout is considered to be 30% more efficient than the previous configuration, and it reduces the time aircraft spend taxiing and idling while waiting for a gate, so it's more, efficient again. It's expected to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by, 4,800 metric tons per year, so quite significant. All right, an additional environmental planning consideration that SLC included was prohibiting diesel and gas-powered ground surface equipment. It's expected to reduce greenhouse gas emission by another 8,000 metric tons per year. All ground service vehicles, with the exception of tugs, will be electric. All right, so as far as potential impacts on airports, the impact new large aircraft can significantly impact airports depending on the popularity of its utilization. Bowen and Rodriguez detail that larger aircraft like the Airbus A380 require larger airport terminals and longer runways to be supported. So 10,000 foot runways are required for the largest commercial planes in general. So that could have a large potential impact on airports and airport planning into the future. So another interesting potential impact on airports in general has been highlighted by the COVID-19 epidemic that we're all really familiar with. HOK details that the airports may have to consider the situation of how to handle passengers flagged with potential symptoms of an infectious disease and plan accordingly. Do they contain the passenger or the whole flight, right? Do they have to highlight new holding facilities or design them? Or do they have to transport them to an off-site treatment facility? It'd be an interesting element to consider, now highlighted by the epidemic. So that could be something influencing and impacting airports into the future. So infection control has emerged as a significant area of importance for airports, again highlighted by COVID-19. So HOK highlights that airports may need to redesign airports to better utilize technology to automate touchless ticket lobbies, gates, baggage areas, and concessions with self-service kiosks, which also has the potential to increase efficiency. So that'd be good, right? One of the harder impacts to plan for, in my opinion, is social distancing, again highlighted by COVID-19. HOK details that TSA security lanes may need to be redesigned and expanded to ensure appropriate social distance can be ensured at all times. Waiting areas and terminals may need to be expanded as well, which would require significant financial investment. All right. Airport master planning is essential for overall project and airport success in the future. SLC's terminal expansion project phase 1 was an ultimate success, with phase 2 well underway. In order to do so, SLC had to utilize different planning concepts at the national, regional, state, and local level that all need to be integrated to influence success. Right? It was great interacting with all of you over the past 9 weeks. It really flew by, but I hope everyone has a great weekend and good luck with the end of the course. And these are the references I utilized for this presentation. So thank you all for your time. Have a good one.